begin on the ground with Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This one caught out wide by Landry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Here comes the 7th play in this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Cowboys 7, Saints 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Winston. Taken down. Back at his own 7. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, Did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
There's Chris Olave. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Fourth down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They find some open field here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 64 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
That's for the extra point. These two teams all tied after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40, the 20, 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Saints 7.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Winston to throw for it on 4.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To the air again with Winston.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Interception. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Toss right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Elliott's going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throw it, Prescott. That would complete to Elliott.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
First down, Prescott.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, and pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead they said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
46.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down moment.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Carry now for Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher from the left hash. A chip shot here. Maher able to put this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
On play action, Winston. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball on the turf at your running back speed.
Design run for their wideout. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had done that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 114 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down. To throw is Winston. He's got Landry. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
First down, Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The play over before it really got started, thanks to Pete Werner. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing here, Prescott. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just bringing the quarterback's eyes the entire way. Makes a great throw on the football and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they can get the ball to the end zone.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Second down, it's Kamara again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
third down. Here's Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson looking to throw right away.
And incomplete to open things up.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. They'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson.
And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Fourth down, here's Jackson.
That's into the hands of Crochet.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards. And an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Inside give to Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. There he goes right side. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Kamara trying again, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Floating one incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a... That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play there, getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Oh, this may be a free play for Winston. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the counter, here's Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry from 13 yards out.
And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this 1st half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, well, look at the defense. They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Play fake, Winston.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
From the 16, Winston.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A first down throw for Winston. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Winston now to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Play action now, Winston. Throw left side, complete to Troutman. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. To the air again with Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He completes it to Olave. And he's taken down inside the 30. Jameis now on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The play fake. Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Throwing, Winston. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for this.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters. Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play.
And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are right back in this football game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pete Werner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers, they have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Jackson to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Winston here to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll throw again. Winston.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, Winston. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And some room to run now. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Being chased out left.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10.
Burrow, man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Winston. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. The 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. And a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
12, 12, 12.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 now.
Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down, Winston. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Jameis again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. 4th down, Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll turn to Kamara. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Even with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Hey, we gotta go score. Let's go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On one, ready?
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
11.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because,
there he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it.
And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A 10th carry for Kamara. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Jameis to throw it. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
It's a room to maneuver. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They go play action. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
They'll look to throw here.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will see. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They go play action with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Now it's Burrow. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Jameis now on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Under pressure, they got him again.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Oh, that's about as tough as it. Back, unfortunately, they couldn't get him.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Winston now.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 17 yards out.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Winston to throw for him. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receiver.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Winston to throw.
There's Chris Olave. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They
got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Winston. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
12.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Burrow going for it on 4th. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here we go with Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He'll buy some time right. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
11 empty. 11 empty. 11 empty. 11 empty.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. You had to heave it and hope that the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you
NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
To throw, it's Lance.
Dancing to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Lance.
Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's Lance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's got some space here.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there out of Kamara. 54 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. On play action, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Winston. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play.
Come on, stay. One, 10. Right, white. Right.
On play action, Lance. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 76 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on second down. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's McLeod from his end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Powers through him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jameis now on 1st down. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry.
And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Saints 21, 49ers 9.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
So the